This Warhammer sized 44 by 60 table is so portable, it feels like cheating.
Spiky bits.
Well, cheating the system, I suppose. Welcome back, Hobby Maniacs. I'm Rob Bear from SpikyBits.com. In this video, I want to unbox and set up the Frontline Gaming portable gaming table, but from what I've seen already, I've been very impressed with it. So I think it's going to be probably my permanent game table. So they sent me one of these for free, which was very nice of them. I reached out because I couldn't think of a better table to try out in my new gaming space. And they just sent it to me for free. They're just like, here. And it was very nice of them. And I said, hey, I'll make a video of this if it's dope. It turns out it's dope. So here's the product page over at Frontline Gaming. It's currently $249. I don't know if it's going to go on sale for Black Friday or not, but they do have a sale every year, so who knows. Kind of some product shots and their training on it, which you've already seen. And then of course it's got the little logo, but you know, there really isn't a whole lot on the product page, you know, and this is why I was really, you know, willing to give it a try. They just didn't have any in stock, so I reached out to them, and they're very nice to send me one for free. Here's the measurements. It is 40K sized exactly, which we'll talk about probably when we're taking a closer look at this. It does fold up and set pretty well underneath just about anything, beds, couches, what have you. And of course, you know, it is very portable. There's Frankie, I believe, holding it. And what's nice about that strap or those handles is there's two handles on each side, but then there's like a leather strap or like a hard canvas that kind of velcros around the handles to give you a little extra support so it doesn't like super dig into your hand. It's not light, but it's not heavy. It's just kind of cumbersome, and when you carry it, you know, you can kind of unbalance it, and then it'll put like a little too much weight on like one of your, you know, inside knuckles or something, and then it gets a little weird and you notice it pretty quick. So you just try to hold it level as you kind of walk with it, I suppose, but it's not off-putting at all by any means. All right, I wanted to take a look at the instructions that came with it and go over this with you, and it came with a little inspection sheet too. So like I said, we're already light years ahead of every other table I've ever got for Warhammer 40K. So obviously it comes flat, it folds out. There's little recessed alcoves for the metal support that go in between the two legs right there. And it, you know, they might not be attached, so you might hear like a loud banging when you flip this out, which happened to me. And I was like, oh, they just weren't attached in there because it came loose in shipping, but no big deal there. And then you just kind of, you know, flip out the legs and they lock into place with a little quick smack. And, you know, they'll just kind of lock into place right there. And then there's, you can kind of see the slots, and I'll show you probably this a little bit better as we get close up. So they kind of lock in and then you pull it down. Now, if you're just fidgeting or, you know, you bump it with your knee, you could pop this out, but it won't destabilize the table or anything like that. I'm actually debating taking these even out so I can slide chairs underneath it, because it still seems pretty stable without them. But, you know, obviously if you have kids or, you know, you're just prone to bumping into things, I would probably just leave them in there. I have cats, so I don't know, we'll see. And then that last piece kind of slides down, and that's the assembly in forward and reverse, depending on what you want to do there. And like I said, this is very easy to do. You don't need two people. The only thing, when you're kind of holding it, it can be a little like, you know, the weight is just uneven. So just be a little careful with that. But once you get it folded out onto the ground, it's easy peasy from there. So here's the table itself, and I have it next to an actual dining room table. But you can tell it, you know, it doesn't take up a whole lot of space. And of course we've got a cat, because why wouldn't we have a cat? And there's, you know, plenty of room underneath it here for storage of chairs. And I got a couple extra chairs to put on each side, depending, you know, what we're doing. But one of the drawbacks, and there isn't many to be honest with you, is this latitudinal support bar. You can't slide a chair underneath it. So you probably want to use like a pub chair or maybe just a normal chair, and you can't, you know, slide underneath it. So you're always going to be at least next to it. So, but at least you can sit down and do stuff. And then here you can kind of get a cat's eye view, so to speak, of the table. And I mean, I was really impressed with this. I didn't really know what to expect with this, but I mean, they say don't put 300 pounds on this. But I mean, I can sit on this just fine and nothing happens. I mean, it is sturdy. Like, I am pushing on it. So like if you accidentally bump it, like you really have to go out of your way to bump this thing to really get things moving on this table. And I don't feel like if you have a mat down, I don't feel like that's going to be the case. I mean, it's super sturdy all the way through, like pushing down, going all the way across here. Like, I mean, it's smooth, it's flat, and there's, well, when I'm watching what I'm doing, there's generally no problems right there. So I'm really impressed. And this, of course, is their District 18 set that they also sent me to kind of try out. And I really like that too for 40K, but we'll talk about that in kind of a different video. And then I wanted to see if I could get up underneath here. Yeah, so there you go. You can get a good shot of the underneath. Now, I talked about this a little bit already, I'm sure, but there's nice sturdy hinges down the middle here. And then there's space to store everything, of course, all the rods and all the everything like that. And, you know, it's sturdy. I can't emphasize that enough. And something else I really like too is the handle, and it's got this nice Velcro pad across here. So when you get the other one and you fold it up, there's going to be two handles. And so this is actually very, very useful to kind of support all the weight on it as you lift it up. But yeah, I mean, it's a great product. I know sometimes people say stuff like, hey, it's, you know, there isn't any room for casualties on it. It's exactly the size you need for 40K. I don't feel like that's a bad thing, because if you're playing at home, you just put them back in your case or whatever. I mean, if that's the only legitimate gripe, I mean, I feel like it's a A+ home run on this one here. And so really solid product. Of course, you do have to buy a little bit more, but if you already have your terrain and a mat, you're good to go pretty much after you get this. Okay, so that's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed my unboxing review / setup of the new Frontline Gaming portable gaming table. Might as well be a permanent gaming table for me at this point, because I just leave it set up and it's good. And for the space I have, it works for me just fine. And I'm super thrilled with it. I mean, for the money, and yeah, you gotta buy a mat, and yeah, you gotta get some terrain, but we gotta do that anyway. So I feel like having a nice, solid, sturdy table to play Warhammer 40K on, and you're not bending over, breaking your back, is a huge win in my book, because none of us are getting any younger these days. and I'm feeling it every day, it seems like, you know, back here. So anyways, thank you. Let me know what you play on, and, you know, kind of what experience you've had with portable gaming tables or permanent gaming tables out there. I mean, obviously you can do it yourself, but I feel like this is just a better solution, all in one package. Buy it, set it up, that's it, you're just done. Maybe you have to wipe it down every now and then, no big deal.
Thanks for watching. Supporting us is super easy. Just click on the article links provided, subscribe, or follow us right here. And remember, next time you're searching for the best Warhammer news, type Spiky Bits into Google to get the most accurate info. See you in the next one. Spiky Bits.